Greetings, families, partners, and community. Welcome to the CMSD Parent University Podcast, where families, partners, and community come together for focused conversations that transforms learning and leadership. I'm your host, Anthony Brown, and this is where education meets real conversation, bringing you practical tools and inspiring voices to transform family engagement and help families stand tall as teachers, advocates, leaders, and learners. So let's level up and build brighter futures for our scholars. Today, I'm excited to welcome Brent Dean, the Executive Director of College and Career Readiness for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. In CMSD, College and Career Readiness is about preparing every scholar for life beyond graduation, whether that's college, career training, military service, or community leadership. And just as important, it's about making sure families are connected to the process so you can support your child's goals and confidently guide them along the way. Now, let's take a quick pause, and when we come back, we'll get to meet Brent and learn about an innovative system designed to guide and support our scholars in grades 6 through 12.
To be focused on academics to me, it means preserving myself, applying myself, and holding myself accountable for my goals. To excel and get to the finish line, I apply myself to take college credit plus classes, running for class president, and maintaining a great GPA for valedictorian.
4.06 GPA.
Being focused on academics really means self-discipline to me. But you being able to wake up every morning and prioritize the things that are important to you and what really matter to you is really what academic excellence looks like. I think over my 4 years, the things that I did to get to that finish line was definitely planning myself out.
It is important to stay focused because seeing the end goal can make you be proud of yourself and your achievements that you have overcome.
This is much of a celebration for each of you.
CMSD offered me just about everything. I think that's what makes a good scholar, is being exposed to a bunch of different environments.
You go to the website, you type in the access code, and you're in. Your kids' pictures are there, and you could easily, I have kids at 2 different schools, you can easily switch from school to school and keep up on top of it.
Everything's right there. Like, everybody always has their phone with them, so you can easily access it to your phone.
It's a relief for me knowing that my child has the best chance that they can, knowing every day they wake up, they can go to school and, take advantage of the day.
Welcome back to the CMSD Parent University Podcast. Now today, our guest is Brent Dean, guiding us through a new platform called SchooLinks, CMSD's new college and career readiness platform. Now this tool helps students design graduation plans, explore careers, and set college goals. Families can gain insight into their child's progress and resources, while educators use the platform to strengthen communication and to keep every scholar on track for life after high school. Now listen, I don't want to steal his thunder and tell the entire presentation. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show right now, Brent Dean.
Anthony.
How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm so excited about tonight, man. So thank you for allowing me to come into your platform to talk about this great tool that we have for our district.
Listen, I appreciate you all being here today. Listen, I know you all do an amazing job over there with your brand. You got basically a new team over there that you're building.
Yes.
Readiness. And so
yes.
You all got some new things happening. So excited about what you're going to roll out.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. And when it comes to college and career readiness, you definitely have to bring that innovative mindset, especially where our students are going today. And so tonight's conversation will definitely be centered around SchooLinks, of course. And the goal is to definitely transform education for our students, but also think about how families can see themselves in the process. So hopefully through tonight's education, I want us to really think about leveling up. Because one, that is our mission and vision when it comes to building brighter futures.
How about that? I was going to say that. You already took the words out of my mouth.
Okay,
well,
well, listen.
Let's just go
Great
right
minds.
into it.
Great minds, my man. Great
Let's jump
minds.
right into this and let's level up with SchooLinks.
Absolutely. So excited about this. So I appreciate it. I will say that anytime that we do any presentation with any of our CMSD staff, what we like to do is ground ourselves in our mission and vision. And so as a school district, we want to ensure that every student has a clear pathway to graduation and success. So whether they want to choose a technical program, workforce, military, or community-based service, we want to make sure that we not only prepare our kids for that, but we partner with them, whether we are CMSD staff, families, or communities, that we are walking in alignment with those kids so that they are successful when they leave CMSD. So that is number one, our vision. But for tonight's chat, I definitely want to kind of go through some of the things that we're going to cover tonight. So one, we want to talk about SchooLinks.
Okay.
What is it, right? We want to think about the highlights of the platform, why it matters to families, which is one of the most important things or topics that we're having tonight, and how to access the platform.
Awesome. So, okay, then.
Absolutely. So let's jump right into it. What is
SchooLinks? I'm here for it. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So SchooLinks is our all-in-one college and career readiness platform. And so it helps our students explore careers, explore colleges, track graduation progress, and pretty much plan their future. At the same time, we can keep families and counselors connected every step of the way. And so this helps students pretty much, honestly, Anthony, take ownership of their future. So by building their own personalized graduation plans and tracking their real world experiences, the platform can help track their grad requirements and readiness milestones, so families know where students stand. So again, it is a all-in-one inclusive platform that monitors a student's progress from 6th grade all the way into the 12th grade.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So when you think about SchooLinks going further, it strengthens the school to home communication. So it creates that stronger partnership between families, students, and educators. So pretty much in short, SchooLinks connects what happens at school with family support at home to better prepare students for success.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
I like that. That is really important. So question for you.
Yes, sir.
How many platforms or programs or activities are available within SchooLinks?
So that is a really good question. This platform has over 100 features suited for our students, our families, and our staff. But for tonight's purposes, I want us to focus on 4 highlights of this program that can get us started. And I'm hoping that you will allow me to come back at least a couple of more times to show families other highlights of this. But tonight is solely dedicated toward our career hub, our college hub, our course planner, and experience tracking.
You know what? And before you share with me those 4 ideas, I want to just give the families and everyone watching a quick teaser of some of the other options and opportunities that SchooLinks has to offer. Let's check this out. So listen, first of all, that's going to be really exciting. If I see some of our grandparents doing that, I'm going to hit play.
I think one of the best parts about that was, one, staying in the loop. And I think, as parents and staff and students, we all need to stay in the loop in what's happening. So going back into the PowerPoint.
Okay, so let's go into it.
Yes, sir. So when we talk about the career hub being the first highlight, the purpose of this career hub, one, This tool helps students to explore, prepare for, and connect with future opportunities. All right. And so it makes career readiness real and aligned to post-secondary planning. And so diving into some of the features, when we think about career exploration, students can browse a wide range of career options, including fields trending in Cleveland and in the Ohio area. So we're not browsing just to browse, right? We're being specific to where we are within the state. And if they want to go outside of the state, they're more than welcome to do so. All right.
Oh, okay.
Then when we look at work-based learning experience, tracking, students can log internships, jobs, and volunteer work. When we think about a career portfolio, this is a space where students are able to collect achievements, projects, and evidence of skills.
So wait, you just made me think of something. I remember years ago, there was a situation where our students used to do a portfolio. That's just like a hard copy. Volunteer hours, resume, reference letters, scholarship essays, all of these things.
Yes, sir.
So now this is kind of the electronic version of all of that.
That is correct. You can capture that all in one platform, so much so that you can build a resume off of it. And so once a student has an account with SchooLinks, Anthony, they can have it for life. But again, going back to the earlier slides, again, this is about students taking ownership of what they do. They need to be able to capture their academic journey starting early. And so, we granted, teachers can document and capture what students do. But when you think about the power of a student going to the 12th grade, looking back on what they've done 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, seeing how they've grown, they can look at what they've done previously and grow off of that so that they can make, fine-tuned decisions on what they want to do as they get older.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. All right, let's get back to it.
All right. And so before I wrap up Career Hub, I want to hit on the skills and certifications. So this is where students can track industry credentials and boost that employability of them. So just think, if an employer is looking for one of our students, they can see, or students can show what they've already attained in terms of skills or some sort of certification. When we think about mentorship and or employer engagement, they can connect with students with real world professionals and opportunities. So this is a really heavy hitter for them. And it's a really good opportunity for us to expand students into the real world opportunity realm and connection with what they do into the academic classroom and seeing how it fits into what they do in everyday life. So some of the takeaways for families is that the Career Hub empowers students to own their academic journey, right? And it also bridges, as I said earlier, it bridges classroom learning with real world preparation, helping students to see the direct connection between school and their future pathways.
I love it. Okay. All right. So what we got next?
Yes, sir. We have the College Hub. Can't forget the College Hub. So we are streamlining the entire college process for students, for families, and counselors. So students here, Anthony, can search and explore colleges. They can compare options. They can track applications all in one place. This is your go-to place for everything. So we have built-in tools to help manage scholarships, financial aid opportunities. So this is also inclusive of college visits and events. So giving students direct access to opportunities beyond the classroom, keeping them aware of what's happening within the city of Cleveland and outside. Great part about this is that the platform integrates with the college application process. So when we think about the college app, how kids have to complete so many different applications that they want to go into school, we can do everything into one platform and make that happen. So reduces the confusion, it reduces missed deadlines, and just kind of streamlines everything, as I mentioned earlier.
Okay, so how supportive is, I'm assuming that, whether the student wants to go in-state, out-of-state, 2-year, 4-year, PWI, HBCU, they can do all that they can keep a track of all of this in this platform.
Yes, sir, they can.
Mom or dad, parent, caregiver can also come back and be like, Brent, where's your status? Let me see what's going on.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Everything in one platform. And we want to make it that way so that, again, there isn't that confusion. When you apply to many different schools, there's so many different emails that you have to look out for. On top of that, you have to coordinate with your counselor on the processes of several different things. Why not just house everything in one place so that, again, it eliminates the confusion, but it also tells the students the updates on what needs to happen, and you get clear communication from those colleges about next steps.
Okay, awesome. That is amazing. I love that. Okay.
So before I leave the College Hub, the most important piece about this is that it promotes collaboration with counselors and families, keeping everyone aligned on goals and progress.
So I know here in Cleveland, we work in tandem in partnership with College Now of Greater Cleveland.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming they're also a part of this conversation piece now?
Absolutely.
Especially with this section.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. So just like our teachers, our principals, our counselors, our 5 C's have access to SchooLinks, there is also a partner view so that they can know and understand the steps that our students or scholars, are taking in terms of post-secondary planning. So they have a view of this as well.
Wow. Okay, so our partners can also support the process.
Absolutely. On purpose, because we need to know that, right? Intentionality, most definitely. We all have to be in alignment with what our scholars are doing so that we can best provide for them, right? And again, I've said this several times, we want our kids to take ownership of their learning. We want to be a guide in the process. We don't want to tell kids what to do. We just want to be a guide so that we can do this appropriately. And I think this platform is definitely showing us how to do it. We're not the only school district within Ohio that's making this work.
So listen, you've already shown us the career exploration, and you've shown us the College Hub. I know we got 2 more, but you already have shown us how, as a district, we are leveling up.
We have no choice, sir. We have to level up.
As a matter of fact, hold that thought. Just in case somebody doesn't know what we're talking about, check this out, everybody.
CMSD, are you ready to level up? Level up! CMSD! Level up! CMSD! Level up! CMSD! Level up! Level up! Level up!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up! Level up! Level up! This cute is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level.
Level up!
Level up!
Level up!
Level up, CMSD.
Level up!
Sube de nivel.
Level up!
Level up! CMSD! Level up! Level up! Level up! 2, 3.
That part right there.
Yes, sir. Listen, I have a quick question. I hope I don't get in trouble later. I just want to know who that was in the cape saying level up in the background.
You know what?
Was it Dr. Morgan?
That's the first time I recognized that. Like, who is this guy? And why was it not me? Because I can't say the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, right. You're trying to save the world. Yes.
Absolutely. We are leveling up. All right.
All right. So we talked about the 2, the career exploration and the College Hub. What else do we have to offer through this platform?
Yes, sir. We've talked about 2 great features. I want to talk about a third, which is the course planner. So sorry.
Okay.
So you have the course planner tool. And so this helps students and families and counselors map out a student's academic journey from middle school through high school, right?
Really?
Yes, sir. It allows students to build a 4-year graduation plan that ensures that they are on track to meet all graduation requirements. So this is a plus. These classes that they choose can be aligned with career and college goals. So I'm really excited about this because it helps students connect their daily coursework to long-term aspirations.
So now here's a question real quick.
Yes, sir.
Parents may have this question. Is there an integration to this, to our electronic grade book and Power School? So that way a parent will be able to know, okay, you've passed this many classes and this is what you still got to finish to graduate.
So that's a really good question. So there is definitely an integration with Clever for sure. And in terms of talking to the online grade book, we can delve into that. I don't want to, say yay or nay. That's something that
that's something we can explore though.
Yes, we can definitely explore that. And so I'm happy that you
put a pin in that so we can come out and explore it. So I want to make sure that families know, like, here's what I've taken. This is what I need to complete. So that way they can also be on track with, hey, remember that 9th grade class that
Correct.
you failed? Make sure we get that done.
Right. Totally agree with you. So again, I'm happy that you brought that up. What I really enjoy about this feature, Anthony, is that it allows students to not only explore different schools within CMSD, but also see which one offers what. And so it helps them. Sorry.
Okay. Wait a minute. Because I got excited real quick again. So you mean to tell me I'm in 8th grade. And through this course planner, there might be some type of exploration survey to talk about what school might be the best fit for me.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct. And so students, and to be transparent with you, Anthony, students do that career interest inventory every single year because as students get older, as they grow, as they mature, their interests and passions change. And so we want them to do that so that they can choose the most appropriate steps for them going forward.
Okay.
And so this helps them. This helps them to align their interests and their passions with specific career pathway options. So when it's time to transition into high school, they can make more of a thoughtful and informed choice about where they want to go and why.
And so this also, it sounds like this will also be helpful when it comes times when we start to do the high school choice fair.
Absolutely.
So students can have a more of a streamlined approach of based off of your interest survey, based off of some other skill sets or things that you may have some talents or some resources in. Here are a list of schools that you need to probably have a more of an informed conversation as opposed to I'm just randomly picking up a flyer from every table.
That is correct. So when we think about their transition from middle school to high school, think about those conversations with the 5 C's. Think about the conversations with counselors, or think about the conversations with principals about where kids can transition to after the fact. So if they have this data set, we can prepare those kids based off of what they want to do.
I love it.
Right?
Okay. All right. I'm here for it.
Okay. And so the very last feature I want to talk about tonight is the experience tracking piece. And so this lets students and families log and monitor real world learning experiences outside the classroom. So when we
real world experience.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's talk about it. What does that mean?
All right. So when we think about internships and jobs, students can record internships, part-time jobs, and apprenticeships. It can all be logged here. When we think about service and volunteering, they can track volunteer work and community service hours here. When we think about extracurriculars and leadership, they can capture participation, whether it be in a sports club, music, or leadership role. They can put all of that here. Then,
wow. Okay.
When we think about, sorry.
No, go ahead. I got excited. I was reading the screen. Like, okay, I'm getting excited about this. Okay, good.
That's what I'm talking about. I need our parents to feel the same way. So I'm hoping, parents, I'm hoping I'm coming through. All right. So when we think about credentials and certifications, they can store those industry cert credentials to show that they are career ready. Again, these are credentials that employers are looking for in terms of industry readiness because they are looking to hire people left and right.
I'm sorry, I got another question. I got excited. So
Okay.
I know how some schools, like during open house and during the parent-teacher conferences, during meet and greets, they've been sharing with families, here are some other like graduation seals that you can earn.
Yes, sir.
So this can also help progress monitor and track the completion process.
That is correct.
Seals.
That is correct.
Wow.
Absolutely. So I'll give you an example. When we think about industry certifications, that has to be 12 points. If a student in the ninth grade earns an industry credential that is worth 3 points, SchooLinks capture that and they say, hey, this is 3 points out of 12. You have this many to go. And as they get them, it adds up and it shows them where they need to go next. So it captures all of that and it gives them an overview of what they need to do to take it to the next level. So it's really, honestly, Anthony, it's portfolio building. So all of this feeds into a digital portfolio that showcases skills, hours, and readiness beyond the academics.
Let's go.
Right?
Okay, I'm excited. Let's go.
So that is definitely for experience tracking. But in terms of feedback from what we've heard from our families, I think I want to hand it over to Jason.
Oh, well, let's go check him out.
Our three boys are using SchooLinks on a regular basis during the school day to think about what life's going to look like after high school. So thinking about careers that are out there, looking for apprenticeship opportunities, thinking about colleges that are out there. We love it as parents, my wife and I, because of the fact that we're able to also log in and take a look at the activity, take a look at the interests that are catching their eyes, schools that are catching their attention for life after high school, and then also thinking about careers that are out there once they graduate. I know that it's a very useful tool for our boys as they're, planning for what life's going to be like after graduation.
Wow.
Yes.
That was a great testimony. Thank you.
So this is really a important time, not just for our scholars to understand the platform, but this is a time for families to be deeply involved. And you can be so involved that you can just look at things in your phone, just like you could with the online gradebook.
Okay.
So when we think about why it matters to families, we want them to be a partner with their student in this academic journey. So we want them to walk along the way when it comes to post-secondary planning. We want them to have those meaningful conversations. We want them to stay informed, and we want them to see the student progress. We want them to have those authentic conversations about what our students want to do. And so that they're not just finding out at the last minute what their kid want to participate in or what they want to get into post high school or what they want to get into after a grade level has been completed. We just want them to stay in the know and have those conversations. So this is a serious time just for the families to know that we value your participation and your involvement in this whole SchooLinks process, because the student, or the scholar rather, the educator, and the partners all need to be in alignment with you so that we can produce the best graduate. Again, we are building brighter futures, and we have to live by that.
Right, because I believe that we have some of the best and the brightest scholars.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, we
so
have the best and the brightest.
Our last topic for tonight is how to access the platform. And
that's a good question. How did you know I was about to ask that question? So as a parent, how am I supposed to get connected to this?
I got an answer for you. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So forgive me. So when we talk about accessing the platform, one thing we need to understand is that we need to have our scholars. One, you need your scholar. They need to give you a claim code. And I'm giving you steps in order for that scholar to give you that claim code. Scholars, CMSD scholars, know how to access the Clever platform. They know how to go into SchooLinks. Once they get into SchooLinks, they will need to click on the gear icon at the top, click on account settings, and after account settings, you will see your guardian. You'll see your guardian, and as soon as you click on that, it'll show you your claim code. Once you have your claim code, Anthony, you are golden. You will go to the website, SchooLinks.com, and you will put that claim code in, and then you will have access to the platform, and then you are good
You're connected to your scholar.
Absolutely. So I'm also giving step-by-step instructions for this, but I want you to know too, a great part about this is that some of our families have more than one scholar within the school district. As you are putting your information into the platform, you can also notate or address at the fact that you have several other students within the district. You can select them as well, and you'll have access to view their personalized platforms too. So once you do all of that, you'll see everything that they are planning for. You'll see what they're involved in. That way you can have those authentic conversations about post-secondary planning.
I love it. And I love the fact also, we want to make sure that our viewing audience knows that we will make sure that you have access to the PowerPoint, and you'll be able to download the step-by-step instructions right there.
Yes, sir. So before I leave you, I want to kind of call something out before I do. So families not only get to have access to SchooLinks, but there's also built-in support tools to help it make easier for them. So if they have questions about certain features or how to access something, you can go into SchooLinks. You'll see a help icon, and you can just put that in, and you'll get instant help just like that. There is an AI feature, right?
Okay, come on, AI.
There is. So that's AI. One, two.
This is when you have AI that works for you for a positive situation. That's a whole other conversation.
Absolutely.
That's another show. We got to bring you back, sir. We got to bring you back.
Yes, sir. And two, to really make it inclusive for all families, there is language translation. So the platform can be switched into different languages so students can access information in the language that they are most comfortable with.
Awesome sauce.
Okay. Also included into the resources, there are step-by-step videos, there are PDFs to kind of walk families through the different features if they have any questions. And so the goal is just to make SchooLinks accessible and user-friendly to everyone so that we can support the scholar's journey without any barriers.
Man, this is amazing. I had no idea that this was even existed, and and to know that this is accessible to our educators, to our scholars, and to our families, and also to our partners. This is great. Yeah,
I'm glad you mentioned partners. So district partners within CMSD, but when we think about stakeholders outside of our scholars, I consider our families to be a partner in this. I consider our CMSD teachers to be a partner, a part of this. Everyone has a role to play, and I think that when we do combine efforts, we can create the ultimate grad coming from CMSD. So
I love that, the ultimate grad.
The ultimate grad, most definitely. So just if anyone has any questions about what they can access or anything further, they can definitely reach out to anyone at their home school. So you have counselors, you have 5Cs, you have principals. They've all been trained on the platform. And so partners have access to this as well. I just want you all to be able to ask questions so that we can get you the help that you need. But this is available. We have this, and we want you all to thrive.
Listen, matter of fact, the other day, ladies and gentlemen, Brent even showed me I even have access. I didn't even know I had access. So yes,
yes, sir.
CMSD family guy, I got access.
CMSD family guy, I love it, man. This is fun, man. I'm excited. You gonna bring me back on for a part 2 or 3? Let me know.
Brent, you are always welcome to come back for a part 2, 3. Now, listen, before we get up out of here, I always want to make sure that our guests, if there's anything, is there any other prevailing thoughts, comments, conversations, anything else good for the order that you think that our audience needs to know? Please share.
We are, when it comes to, and I know our tagline is leveling up. I know that we are building brighter futures, but we are really changing, and I'm being transparent, we are changing the educational landscape when it comes to education. We are transforming how students learn, transforming how students receive instruction, transforming how partners come into the classroom and really move things. And we think that, or we know that we can't do this work by ourselves. We have to have our families involved in this whole process again, and that's to create the ultimate grad coming from CMSD. So what I would like is to be invited, one, into this platform so that I can show families additional features of what SchooLinks has so that we can further maximize their output and their involvement in the process, because I see nothing but greatness happening here.
And listen, I want to make sure that you invite and we involve the rest of your team.
Okay, absolutely.
So we can talk about at minimum, we can talk about career readiness, we can talk about the college preparation process.
Absolutely.
All of the things.
Absolutely.
True to You, the PACE program. All those elements have a family component.
Correct.
And we want to make sure families understand how to support. So ladies and gentlemen, again, a huge thank you to Brent Dean, the Executive Director for College and Career Readiness here for CMSD. And thank you, Brent, for joining us and walking us through SchooLinks. Now, parents and caregivers, remember, if you have a scholar in grades 6 through 12, you can set up your SchooLinks Guardian account directly through your scholar. So they have to go into their Clever and get you that code so you can go and get yourself started. And if you need any additional support, don't call me or Brent first. Don't call us first. Please reach out to your scholar's school counselor or to their principal or another person in the building. It's called the Community College and Career Center Coordinator, sometimes affectionately known as the 5C. And most importantly, parents, we encourage every family to get involved and take full advantage of these opportunities. Your engagement today shapes the pathway for your scholar's success tomorrow to be, as Brent just coined, the ultimate graduate. Oh my gosh, I love that vernacular right there. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us for the CMSD Parent University Podcast, where we stand tall for student success. Now be sure to connect with your scholar school about other in-person Parent University sessions happening in your building or across the district, and explore more. Visit our website at clevelandmetroschools.org/Parent University and check out our family engagement on demand, where you'll find quick tips, mini sessions like this one, and live events featuring local and national presenters, all at the convenience of any electronic device. Remember, when families grow, scholars soar. Let's keep leveling up, standing tall, and building brighter futures together. Until next time, we'll see you later.
So Digital C, we are the only nonprofit internet service provider really anywhere. And we just so happen to be headquartered in Cleveland, Ohio. We offer an $18 a month service through our Canopy brand. The Cleveland Public School District, not only are they on our board, they also subsidize the service for families. If you have a child in the Cleveland Public School District, you get the internet for free. We're investing in our future here. Any of these children and scholars could be the next great whomever. So being able to give them access to the internet, it's absolutely important. And CMSD showing their leadership in subsidizing the service has made a massive impact on families in Cleveland. Signing up for Canopy, it's absolutely easy. One, you could see us in person at the Midtown Tech Hive. We have some incredible staff here who will take care of you. In addition to that, you can call our hotline 216-777-3859. Or if you already have an internet connection, you can go to www.digitalc.org. More than anything, people should look at us as their friendly neighborhood internet service provider.